Welcome to the presentation on Kabbalah. On this journey, we will explore the origins, fundamental concepts, and practical applications of this spiritual tradition. We will discover the teachings and explore the tree of life and the Sefirot. We will investigate the universal laws of the cosmos and their relationship to energy, vibration, and our connection to the universe. We will approach the process of Tikkun, the search for spiritual elevation. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey. The journey of Kabbalah, unlocking the mysteries of ancient knowledge. Kabbalah is a philosophical, spiritual, and mystical system that dates back thousands of years. With deep roots in Jewish tradition, Kabbalah transcends religious boundaries and has become a source of wisdom for people of different faiths around the world. In this video, we will embark on a fascinating journey to unlock the mysteries of Kabbalah and explore its fundamental principles. Origins and basic concepts of Kabbalah. Exploration of the origins of Kabbalah and its evolution over time. Presentation of the main Kabbalistic texts, such as the Zohar. Explanation of fundamental concepts such as the tree of life and the Sefirot. The universal principles of Kabbalah. Investigation of the universal laws that govern the cosmos, according to Kabbalah. Approach to the concepts of energy, vibration, and connection with the universe. Exploration of the concept of Tikkun, which means correction and personal transformation. The purpose of life from a Kabbalistic perspective. Discussion of the soul's journey and its quest for spiritual elevation. Analysis of the purpose of human life, according to Kabbalah. Exploration of the teachings on karma and reincarnation. Kabbalistic practices and tools. Presentation of meditative and contemplative practices used in Kabbalah. Explanation of the importance of ethics and love of neighbor in the Kabbalistic journey. Discussion of the use of symbols and amulets in the Kabbalistic tradition. Kabbalah in everyday life. Approach to the practical application of Kabbalistic teachings in daily life. Discussion on the search for balance between the material and the spiritual. Examples of how Kabbalah can promote positive transformations in different areas of life. Kabbalah is a profound and comprehensive system that offers a unique understanding of the universe and the purpose of life. By unlocking the mysteries of Kabbalah, we are invited to delve into an inner journey of self-discovery, spiritual growth, and connection to something greater than ourselves. May this exploration of Kabbalah inspire and enrich your own quest for knowledge and enlightenment. Exploring the origins of Kabbalah and its evolution. Kabbalah has its roots in Jewish tradition and goes back thousands of years. Its exact origin is somewhat mysterious, with theories and speculation suggesting influences from various ancient cultures, such as Egyptian, Babylonian, and Greek. However, Kabbalah emerged as a distinct discipline within Judaism around the Middle Ages. The word Kabbalah derives from the Hebrew root kabul, which means to receive. This indicates that Kabbalah is knowledge transmitted through an oral tradition from master to disciple, as a sacred teaching to be received and understood. Kabbalah began to be systematized and codified in the 12th and 13th centuries, mainly in Spain, with emphasis on the famous treatise called Sefer HaBahir, Book of Illumination. Later, in the city of Safed, Palestine, during the 16th century, Rabbi Isaac Luria and his followers developed one of the most influential currents of Kabbalah, known as Lurianic Kabbalah or Kabbalah of Safed. However, it is important to emphasize that Kabbalah is not just a historical tradition, but also a system of knowledge that continues to evolve and adapt to modern times. Over the centuries, scholars and mystics have contributed to its understanding and expansion, resulting in different schools of thought and approaches within Kabbalah. One of the most significant milestones in the development of modern Kabbalah was the publication of the Zohar, Book of Splendor, in the 13th century. The Zohar is considered one of the most important works of Kabbalistic literature and has become a central source of study and inspiration for those seeking to understand the mysteries of Kabbalah. In addition, Kabbalah has also influenced other traditions and spiritual currents over the centuries, establishing connections with Hermeticism, alchemy, philosophy, and even Christian mysticism. Thus, Kabbalah continues to be an area of study and practice in constant evolution, adapting to the needs and questions of each era. Its power and attractiveness lie in its ability to provide a map of the cosmos and a vision of the universe, as well as a framework for understanding human nature and the purpose of existence. Presentation of the main Kabbalistic texts, such as the Zohar. Within the Kabbalistic tradition, there are several texts considered fundamental to the study and understanding of Kabbalah. These texts contain profound teachings, symbolic and metaphysical, which seek to reveal the hidden secrets of the universe and human nature. One of the main Kabbalistic texts is the Zohar, also known as the Book of Splendor. The Zohar was written and compiled in the 13th century by a Spanish Jewish mystic named Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. The work is a collection of commentaries, interpretations and discussions on biblical texts, mainly the Book of Genesis, Bereshit. The Zohar is written in Aramaic, an ancient Semitic language, and is made up of a series of stories, parables, dialogues and profound reflections. The central text of the Zohar is known as Midrash Hana Elam, Midrash of Mystery or Midrash of the Occult, which reveals symbolic and esoteric interpretations of biblical verses. Through these interpretations, the Zohar seeks to uncover deeper layers of meaning and offer a broader view of reality. One of the central ideas presented in the Zohar is that of the Tree of Life, Etz Chaim. The Tree of Life is a symbolic map that represents the structure of the universe and the spiritual journey of the soul. It is composed of 10 Sefirot, which are divine aspects or emanations. Each Sephira represents a divine quality or attribute, and the interplay between them forms the basis of Kabbalistic cosmology. In addition to the Zohar, other important Kabbalistic texts include the Sefer Yetzirah, Book of Creation, which explores the creative processes of the universe and the relationship between language and the manifestation of reality, and the Sefer HaBahir, Book of Enlightenment, which discusses the fundamental principles of Kabbalah and their practical applications. These Kabbalistic texts, including the Zohar, are studied and interpreted by scholars, mystics, and spiritual seekers, with the aim of gaining a deeper understanding of the divine nature and human existence. They serve as a guide to explore the mysteries of the universe and enhance the spiritual journey towards enlightenment. Explanation of fundamental concepts such as the Tree of Life and the Sefirot. Within Kabbalah, there are fundamental concepts that play a central role in understanding the structure of the universe and the divine nature. Two of these essential concepts are the Tree of Life and the Sefirot. Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is an important symbol in Kabbalah that represents the structure and organization of the universe, as well as the spiritual journey of the soul. This representation is done through a graphic image of a tree with 10 interconnected Sefirot. Each Sephira is represented by a point or sphere on the tree and is associated with a specific divine attribute or quality. The Tree of Life is made up of 3 vertical columns, each with a set of Sefirot. The right column represents masculine energy and is associated with attributes such as love and mercy. The left column represents feminine energy and is linked to attributes such as strength and justice. The central column represents balance and harmony between the two polarities. Through the Tree of Life, Kabbalah seeks to describe the structure of creation and the different forms of manifestation of the divine. It is a symbolic map that helps in understanding the relationships between divine forces and how they interact in the physical and spiritual world. Sefirot. The Sefirot are the 10 emanations or divine aspects that make up the Tree of Life. Each Sephira represents a specific attribute or quality of God, as well as a particular expression of human nature. Each Sephira is connected to other Sefirot through paths that represent the interactions and energy flows between them. Each Sephira has a Hebrew name and a particular function. Some of the most commonly mentioned Sefirot include Keter, crown represents the crown of the Tree of Life and symbolizes the transcendental unity of God. Chachma, wisdom represents divine wisdom and the ability to understand the essence of things. Bina, understanding represents the power of discernment and analysis, allowing the understanding of divine mysteries. Chesed, mercy represents divine love and generosity, as well as human compassion. Gevura, strength represents strength, justice, and disciplinary power. Tiferet, beauty represents the harmony and integration of all divine and human aspects. Netzach, victory represents perseverance, overcoming obstacles and spiritual victory. Hod, glory represents devotion, humility, and gratitude. Yesod, investigation of the universal laws that govern the cosmos, according to Kabbalah. Kabbalah seeks to understand the universal laws that govern the cosmos and the relationship between the divine and the human. Law of unity. Kabbalah emphasizes the idea that there is an underlying unity to all of creation. The apparent diversity and multiplicity are manifestations of this primordial unity. The understanding and experience of this unity are sought through the integration of the different forces and aspects of the tree of life. Law of correspondence. Kabbalah holds that there is a correspondence between the different levels and planes of existence. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and vice versa. The forces and patterns present in the universe can also be found within the human being. This law invites the study and exploration of the relationships and connections between the different elements of reality. Law of balance. Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of balance between opposing and complementary forces. The Sefirot of the tree of life are grouped into polarities such as male and female, love and strength, mercy and justice. The balance between these forces is considered essential for harmony and spiritual growth. Law of cause and effect. Kabbalah recognizes the influence of action and thought on the manifestation of reality. It is believed that our choices and intentions directly affect the experiences we have. This law encourages personal responsibility and the cultivation of a heightened consciousness to create a more positive reality. Law of spiritual ascension. Kabbalah teaches that the spiritual journey is an ongoing search for connection to the divine and expansion of consciousness. Through study, meditation, practice of mitzvot, commandments, and inner work, it is possible to rise to higher levels of consciousness and spiritual awareness. These universal laws, according to Kabbalah, provide a conceptual framework for understanding the nature of the cosmos and our relationship to it. They provide guidance and inspiration for those who seek a more conscious, meaningful, and aligned life with the divine principles that permeate all creation. Approach to the concepts of energy, vibration, and connection with the universe. Kabbalah offers an interesting approach to understanding the concepts of energy, vibration, and connection to the universe. According to this tradition, everything in the universe is composed of energy and is in constant vibratory motion. Let's explore these concepts in more detail. Energy. In Kabbalah, energy is considered the fundamental essence of all creation. It permeates everything that exists, both materially and spiritually. This energy is seen as a manifestation of divine energy, a life force that sustains and animates the universe. Kabbalah seeks to understand how this energy manifests and interacts on all levels of existence. Vibration. Kabbalah teaches that everything in the universe has a characteristic vibration. Each being, object, or thought emits a unique vibratory frequency. These vibrations are not only physical, but also spiritual and emotional. Through understanding vibrations, Kabbalah seeks to harmonize and raise personal frequencies for a deeper connection with the divine and the universe at large. Connection with the universe. Kabbalah recognizes the existence of an intrinsic connection between all beings and the universe as a whole. This connection is based on the idea that we all share the same divine energy, the same spiritual essence. Through this connection, we are able to influence and be influenced by the universe around us. Kabbalah encourages us to seek a conscious and meaningful connection with the universe, recognizing our interdependence and our ability to co-create our reality. These concepts in Kabbalah have practical implications. Through understanding energy, vibration, and connection to the universe, we seek to cultivate a higher awareness and personal responsibility for our impact on the world. Practices such as meditation, visualization, and positive affirmations are often used to tune our energy and raise our vibration, promoting greater harmony and alignment with the divine and the cosmos at large. In short, Kabbalah invites us to recognize and explore the energetic nature of the universe, the vibrations that surround us, and our intrinsic connection to all that exists. This understanding enables us to seek a more conscious, meaningful life in line with the universal principles that govern existence. Exploring the concept of Tikkun, personal correction and transformation. In Kabbalah, the concept of Tikkun plays a fundamental role in the spiritual quest and in the process of personal transformation. Tikkun means correction or reparation and refers to the idea that each person has the responsibility to correct and uplift his own soul, as well as contribute to the correction and uplift of the world as a whole. Let's explore this concept in more detail. Inner correction. According to Kabbalah, each person has a divine spark within him, but this spark can be obscured by different factors, such as selfishness, materialistic desires, and negative thought patterns. Tikkun involves a process of self-correction, in which each individual seeks to identify and transform the negative aspects of his personality, developing positive qualities such as love, compassion, generosity, and humility. Through this inner work, the soul is elevated and approaches its true divine essence. Contribution to the world. In addition to inner correction, Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of contributing to the correction of the world. This involves acting ethically, seeking justice, helping others, and engaging in charity and community service. The idea is that by uplifting oneself and sharing spiritual light with others, each person contributes to the correction and uplift of humanity as a whole. Collective consciousness. Kabbalah teaches that we are all interconnected and that our actions have an impact not only on our own lives, but also on the collective consciousness of humanity. Therefore, when we work on our own Tikkun process, we are contributing to raising the collective energy and bringing more light to the world. Universal balance. The concept of Tikkun is also related to restoring universal balance. Kabbalah teaches that the current world is the result of a primordial breakdown, and it is up to each person to seek correction and restore lost harmony. This balance involves harmonizing opposing forces such as love and justice, mercy and discipline, both on a personal and global level. In summary, the concept of Tikkun in Kabbalah invites each individual to seek correction and personal transformation, uplifting his own soul and contributing to the correction of the world. It is a call to self-reflection, the development of positive qualities and the practice of ethical actions. Through this process, one seeks to restore universal balance and bring more light and spiritual elevation to oneself and to the world. The soul's journey and its quest for spiritual elevation are central themes in Kabbalah. This tradition offers a deep understanding of the purpose of existence and the soul's role in seeking a deeper connection with the divine. Let's explore this topic in more detail. Origin and destiny of the soul. According to Kabbalah, the soul has a divine origin and is linked to the divine essence of the universe. It is eternal and exists beyond physical reality. The soul descends into the material world to learn, grow, and improve, seeking to reconnect with its divine origin and fulfill its unique purpose. Journey of self-knowledge. The journey of the soul begins with the quest for self-knowledge. Through the study and practice of Kabbalah, one is invited to explore the deepest layers of one's own essence. This involves understanding your desires, motivations, challenges, and potentials. The journey of self-knowledge helps the soul to break free from the limitations imposed by the illusion of the ego and to connect with its true spiritual nature. Teshuvah, return and correction. Kabbalah teaches that the soul has the ability to correct itself and rise spiritually. This process is known as teshuvah, which means return. The soul is invited to return to its original state of purity and divine connection, overcoming the mistakes and imperfections committed along the journey. Teshuvah involves sincere repentance, inner transformation, and a commitment to act in accordance with the divine will. Elevation of the Sefirot. The soul's journey is also related to the elevation of the Sefirot, which are the divine forces and qualities present on the tree of life. Each Sephira represents an aspect of divinity, and by raising these qualities within itself, the soul becomes closer to its own divinity. Raising the Sefirot involves cultivating love, kindness, unification with the divine. The soul's journey culminates in the quest for unification with the divine. Through the practice of meditation, prayer, and spiritual connection, the soul seeks to transcend the limitations of the selfish self and merge with the divine essence. This union brings a profound sense of peace, wholeness, and purpose, allowing the soul to live in accordance with its highest nature. In summary, the soul's journey towards spiritual elevation is a journey of self-knowledge, correction, and union with the divine. Kabbalah provides tools and teachings to assist in this journey, allowing the soul to explore its divine nature, overcome its limitations, and connect more deeply with the essence of the universe. Kabbalah offers a profound perspective on the purpose of human life that goes beyond material existence and seeks to understand the soul's connection to the divine. According to this tradition, the purpose of human life involves spiritual growth. Kabbalah teaches that human life is an opportunity for the soul's spiritual growth. Each experience, challenge, and relationship presents unique opportunities for the soul to learn, evolve, and develop divine qualities. Through this spiritual growth, the soul comes closer to its true essence and aligns with divine purpose. Correction and perfection. Human life is seen as a process of correction and improvement of the soul. Kabbalah teaches that the soul descends into the material world to correct imperfections, overcome challenges, and transform negative tendencies into positive virtues. Every obstacle and difficulty is seen as an opportunity for the soul to correct its path and rise spiritually. Connection with the divine. The purpose of human life, according to Kabbalah, is to seek a conscious and deep connection with the divine. This involves transcending the ego and recognizing the divine presence in all things. Through the practice of meditation, spiritual study, prayer, and service to others, the soul seeks to draw closer and unite with the divine, experiencing a deep connection and spiritual fulfillment. Cooperation in divine creation. Kabbalah teaches that human beings have the ability to co-create with the divine. The purpose of human life is to utilize the gifts, talents, and resources available to contribute to the raising of collective consciousness and the correction of the world. Every action, thought, and intention can be directed towards manifesting the divine will and establishing a more harmonious and loving world. Realization of divine potential. Human life is seen as an opportunity for the soul to realize its divine potential. Each person has a unique divine spark and a unique purpose to fulfill. The purpose of life is to discover, cultivate, and fully express this potential, contributing to the well-being of the world and manifesting divine light in unique ways. In summary, according to Kabbalah, the purpose of human life is to pursue spiritual growth, correction of the soul, connection with the divine, cooperation in divine creation, and the realization of divine potential. Life is seen as a sacred opportunity for the soul to develop, rise spiritually, and contribute to the evolution of the world towards greater harmony and union with the divine. Kabbalah, like other spiritual traditions, also addresses the concepts of karma and reincarnation. While these concepts may vary in different interpretations and traditions, let's explore how they are understood from a Kabbalah perspective. Karma. In Kabbalah, karma is understood as the law of cause and effect. According to this principle, every action, thought, and intention that a person performs generates a corresponding consequence. These consequences can be experienced in this life or in future lives. Karma is not just seen as a punishment, but as an opportunity for learning and spiritual growth. Through karma, the soul has a chance to correct past mistakes, develop virtues, and progress on its spiritual journey. Reincarnation. Kabbalah teaches the idea of reincarnation, in which the soul undergoes multiple incarnations in different physical bodies over time. Reincarnation is seen as a process of continuous learning and spiritual improvement. With each incarnation, the soul has the opportunity to face specific challenges, correct past mistakes, develop virtues, and progress towards its spiritual elevation. Reincarnation is considered as a manifestation of divine mercy, granting the soul various opportunities for growth and improvement. Law of return. In Kabbalah, the law of return is intrinsically related to karma and reincarnation. This law suggests that the soul repeatedly returns to physical life until it has fulfilled its tasks, corrected its imperfections, and achieved spiritual fulfillment. Through returning, the soul has the opportunity to balance past karma, learn unlearned lessons, and progress in its spiritual evolution. Soul evolution. Kabbalah sees the soul's journey as an ongoing process of evolution and improvement. Each incarnation gives the soul a chance to learn, grow, rise spiritually and reach higher levels of consciousness. Through diverse experiences and specific challenges in each life, the soul develops virtues, acquires wisdom and approaches its divine essence. Personal responsibility. Although karma and reincarnation are considered integral parts of the cosmic system, Kabbalah also emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility. Each individual is responsible for his actions, thoughts, and choices, and these contribute to the shaping of his own destiny and the development of his soul. In summary, from a Kabbalah perspective, karma and reincarnation are understood as part of the soul's process of learning, growing, and spiritual evolution. Through these concepts, Kabbalah seeks to provide a broader understanding of. Kabbalah offers a variety of meditative and contemplative practices that are used to deepen one's connection with the divine, expand consciousness, and promote spiritual growth. Some of the meditative and contemplative practices commonly employed in Kabbalah include silent meditation. Silent meditation is a fundamental practice in Kabbalah, in which the practitioner seeks to silence the mind and focus attention on the present moment. This is done by observing thoughts without getting involved with them, allowing an experience of inner calm and connection to the divine. Meditation with mantras. In Kabbalah, the use of sacred mantras is a common practice. Mantras are words or phrases that are repeated rhythmically during meditation, with the aim of focusing the mind and tuning into the spiritual energy associated with these sacred sounds. Creative visualizations. Creative visualizations are used in Kabbalah to create mental images that represent spiritual concepts and qualities. During meditation, the practitioner is encouraged to visualize symbols, scenes or images that represent divine light, the tree of life or other spiritual representations, allowing a deeper connection with these principles. Contemplation of sacred texts. Kabbalah values deep contemplation of sacred texts such as the Zohar and other Kabbalistic teachings. During meditation, the practitioner can read an excerpt from these texts and then reflect on their meaning, seeking spiritual insights and inspiration for spiritual practice. Prayer and Psalms. Prayer plays an important role in the practice of Kabbalah. Practitioners recite prayers and psalms as a way to connect with the divine, express gratitude, seek guidance, and raise spiritual awareness. Study and reflection. In addition to formal meditative practices, Kabbalah emphasizes study and reflection as forms of meditation. The study of sacred texts and Kabbalistic teachings, combined with reflection on their meaning and application in everyday life, allows for a deeper understanding of spiritual principles and promotes inner growth. Service and charity. Kabbalah also emphasizes the importance of service to others and charity as spiritual practices. By devoting time and energy to helping those in need and contributing to the well-being of the community, the practitioner cultivates virtues such as compassion, generosity, and unconditional love. Meditative and contemplative practices in Kabbalah aim to create an inner space of connection with the divine, expansion of consciousness and spiritual growth. Through silent meditation, use of mantras, creative visualizations, contemplation of. In the Kabbalistic journey, ethics and love for others play fundamental roles in spiritual development and in the pursuit of raising consciousness. Kabbalah teaches that connection with the divine is achieved not only through intellectual study or spiritual practices, but also through how we relate to others and how we live our lives in the world. Ethics. Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of ethics as a guide to human actions and behavior. Ethical principles such as fairness, honesty, compassion, kindness, and respect for others are considered fundamental to living a life in line with spiritual teachings. Ethics is not just a matter of following external rules, but cultivating internal virtues that reflect divine light in all interactions and decisions. Love of neighbor. In Kabbalah, love of neighbor is considered one of the most important principles. Loving your neighbor is not just limited to those who are close to us or share the same belief, but encompasses all of humanity. Love of neighbor involves treating others with kindness, compassion and respect, recognizing the divinity in every human being. This love is an expression of love for the divine, as we recognize that we are all connected on a spiritual level. Unity and interconnectedness. Kabbalah teaches that all human beings are part of an interconnected fabric of energy and consciousness. In this sense, each individual action has an impact on the web of life as a whole. Through the practice of ethics and love for others, we recognize our interdependence and work to build a more harmonious and balanced society. The Kabbalistic journey leads us to transcend the ego and understand that the well-being of others is inextricably linked to our own spiritual well-being. Personal and collective transformation. Kabbalah emphasizes that personal transformation is linked to collective transformation. By cultivating ethics and love for others in our own spiritual journey, we contribute to raising collective awareness and building a more just, loving and compassionate world. Through our ethical actions and love of neighbor, we help manifest divine light in the world and fulfill our spiritual purpose. In summary, ethics and love for others are fundamental in the Kabbalistic journey, as they guide us to live according to spiritual principles, recognize the divinity in others and contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. These values help us create a more harmonious world and move us closer to spiritual wholeness. In the Kabbalistic tradition, the use of symbols and amulets play a significant role as tools for accessing and directing spiritual energies. These symbols and amulets are loaded with deep meanings and are used for various purposes, such as protection, healing, connection with the divine and expansion of consciousness. Here are some important points to discuss about the use of symbols and amulets in the Kabbalistic tradition. Symbolic meanings. Symbols in the Kabbalistic tradition are rich in spiritual meanings and representations. They can be geometric shapes, Hebrew letters, archetypal figures or combinations of elements. Each symbol has a specific energy and intent, and its proper use can help to awaken and channel these energies for a variety of spiritual purposes. Protection and purification. Many symbols and amulets in the Kabbalistic tradition are used for protection against negative influences and spiritual purification. These amulets are considered to carry special powers that can ward off unwanted energies, keep out harmful forces, and maintain a harmonious and protected energy field. Connection with the divine. Some Kabbalistic symbols are used to facilitate connection with the divine and awaken spiritual presence. For example, the Star of David, also known as the Seal of Solomon, is an important symbol in Kabbalistic tradition and is used to represent the union between the divine and the human. By meditating or concentrating on this symbol, practitioners can seek a deeper connection to the divine aspect of themselves and the universe. Consciousness expansion. Some Kabbalistic symbols and amulets are used to expand consciousness and reach higher states of spiritual awareness. For example, the Tetragrammaton, a combination of the 4 Hebrew letters that represent the sacred name of God, is considered a powerful symbol for accessing divine energy and raising consciousness to subtler levels. Intent and focus. In the use of symbols and amulets in the Kabbalistic tradition, intent and focus are essential elements. It is not just the physical presence of the symbol that is important, but the energy and intention the individual puts into using it. By focusing the mind and intention on the symbol or amulet, the practitioner directs his energies and opens himself to the spiritual influence represented by it. Study and understanding. In the Kabbalistic tradition, the study and understanding of symbols and amulets is fundamental. Each symbol has a specific history, context, and meaning. It is important to study and learn about these symbols in order to use. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings in daily life is an essential aspect of the spiritual journey. Kabbalah is not limited to being a theoretical study, but seeks to bring about transformation and improvement in all areas of life. Here are some key points that address the practical application of Kabbalistic teachings. Self-knowledge. Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of self-knowledge as the foundation for personal transformation. By exploring our thoughts, emotions, and behavioral patterns, we can identify areas that need healing and growth. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves self-examination and the continual quest for self-improvement. Awareness of actions. Kabbalah teaches that our actions have an impact not only on ourselves, but also on the world around us. Therefore, the practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves awareness of our daily actions. We seek to act ethically, be compassionate, help others, and contribute to the collective well-being. Every action is seen as an opportunity to express and manifest divine light in the world. Spiritual practices. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves incorporating spiritual practices into our daily routine. This can include meditation, contemplation, study of sacred texts, recitation of prayers or mantras, among other practices. These practices help us to cultivate a deeper connection with the divine, strengthen our spirituality, and expand our consciousness. Transforming challenges. Kabbalah teaches that the challenges and obstacles we encounter in life are opportunities for growth and transformation. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves changing your perspective towards challenges, seeking to learn from them and using these experiences to develop virtues such as patience, perseverance, and understanding. Harmonious relationships. Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of relationships and connecting with others. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves seeking harmonious relationships based on respect, compassion, and empathy. We recognize the divinity in others and seek to nurture healthy and constructive relationships. Service to humanity. Kabbalah encourages us to serve humanity and contribute to the collective well-being. The practical application of Kabbalistic teachings involves engaging in charity, volunteering, and service to others. By helping those in need, we express compassion and solidarity, and strengthen our connection to the divine. The search for balance between the material and the spiritual is a central theme in the Kabbalistic journey. Kabbalah teaches that although we live in a material world, we are also spiritual beings in search of connection with the divine. Here are some important points to discuss about finding that balance. Recognition of duality. Kabbalah recognizes the existence of duality between the material world and the spiritual world. Both are considered important aspects of the human experience, and the search for balance involves integrating and harmonizing these two aspects. Overcoming the illusion of separation. The pursuit of balance between the material and the spiritual involves overcoming the illusion of separation. Kabbalah teaches that everything in the universe is interconnected and that divinity permeates all things. By understanding this interconnection, we can seek unity and integrate our material lives with conscious use of material resources. The search for balance involves a conscious and responsible use of material resources. Kabbalah encourages us not to become overly attached to material possessions and to use our resources in an ethical and balanced way. This includes practices such as conscious consumption, generosity, and sharing with others. Cultivation of spirituality in daily life. The search for balance does not mean denying or renouncing the material world, but rather cultivating spirituality in all areas of our daily lives. Kabbalah teaches that all actions can be sacred when they are performed with awareness and spiritual intent. This entails bringing compassion, kindness, and awareness into our interactions, work, relationships, and every activity we undertake. Spiritual practices and self-transformation. The pursuit of balance involves engaging in spiritual practices and the constant pursuit of self-transformation. This can include meditation, study of sacred texts, reflection, contemplation, and other practices that help us to cultivate a deeper connection with the divine and expand our spiritual awareness. Balance between time and space. The search for balance between the material and the spiritual also involves the proper management of time and space. It is important to reserve moments for recollection, meditation, and spiritual practices, as well as dedicating time and space to take care of material needs. Finding a healthy balance between these aspects allows us to nurture both our spiritual lives and our material responsibilities. Integration and unification. the ultimate goal in seeking balance is to achieve integration and unification between the material and the spiritual. Kabbalah teaches that when we balance these aspects, we are able to manifest divine light in all areas. Kabbalah can promote positive transformations in many areas of life, bringing about a greater sense of purpose, spiritual connection, and well-being. Here are some examples of how Kabbalah can positively impact different areas of life. Relationships. Kabbalah emphasizes the importance of love, compassion, and empathy in relationships. By studying and applying Kabbalistic teachings, one can develop a greater capacity for understanding, forgiveness, and harmony in interpersonal relationships, strengthening family ties, friendships, and partnerships. Health and well-being. Kabbalah considers health to be an expression of balance between body, mind, and spirit. By practicing meditation, visualization, and energy healing techniques, one can promote balance and harmony, helping to strengthen the immune system, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. Prosperity and abundance. Kabbalah teaches that prosperity is linked to a connection to the divine source of abundance. By adopting a mindset of gratitude, sharing with others, and being open to opportunities, one can create a positive flow of energy and attract greater material and financial prosperity. Professional achievement. Kabbalah encourages the search for a higher purpose at work and the expression of individual talents and abilities. By aligning professional activities with values and spiritual goals, it is possible to find greater satisfaction and fulfillment in the work environment, promoting personal and professional growth. Emotional balancing. Kabbalah offers teachings and practices to help understand and balance emotions. By exploring emotional patterns and working on transforming negative emotions, you can develop greater emotional stability, increase resilience, and find greater inner peace. Life purpose. Kabbalah assists in finding and understanding one's life purpose, helping to find meaning and direction in different areas of existence. By exploring Kabbalistic teachings, one can develop greater clarity about personal and spiritual goals, impelling actions and choices that are aligned with that purpose. Spiritual connection. Kabbalah promotes a deeper connection to the divine and an expanded understanding of existence. By studying and practicing Kabbalah, one can cultivate greater spirituality, awaken one's inner divine awareness, and feel a deeper connection to something greater than the individual self. These are just a few examples of how Kabbalah can promote positive transformations in different areas of life. The application of these teachings is individual and may vary according to each person's understanding and practice. We would like to express our deep gratitude to all of you for participating in this video about Kabbalah. We hope you found inspiration and wisdom as you explored the teachings and concepts presented. Thank you for being here, sharing your time and energy with us. We hope to have contributed to the expansion of your knowledge and awakened new reflections on spirituality and the purpose of life. If this content resonated with you, please leave your like, subscribe to our channel, share this talk with others, and leave your comments. We really value your feedback as it helps us to improve and create more content that is meaningful to you. Remember that the Kabbalah journey is continuous. We encourage you to explore this rich body of knowledge more deeply and to apply the teachings in your daily life, always seeking spiritual growth and inner harmony. Again, we sincerely thank all of you for being here, for your active participation, and for your continued support. We wish you all an enriching spiritual journey filled with peace, love, and wisdom. Until the next video. We greatly appreciate it. May the power of Kabbalah be with all.